Hanna Munro, occupational therapist here. Today I'd like to show you some quick fix sensory strategies. These are discrete sensory activities that can be done in a classroom when a child's anxiety is just starting to increase. So these are activities that a child can try before they need to leave the classroom. They're not magic, they're not going to make a child just feel perfect again, but because they involve muscle resistance, proprioception, they do have a dampening down and kind of calming effect on the nervous system, on the body. So it's definitely worth your child giving them a try a few times and seeing if they help. So the first one I'm going to show you is just pushing the hands. So the child pushes as hard as they can interlace their fingers and push. And hopefully you can see how this could be done quite discreetly under a desk, and the child just pushes as hard as they can. This can also be done with the feet, so if you imagine one foot on top of the other, pushing down on one foot, pushing down on the other. The next one is interlacing the fingers and pushing down on the top of the head. And if you try this now, hopefully you can feel how you're getting pressure to the head, but also through the fingers, the arms, the shoulders, the back. This has given me quite a lot of nice deep tactile pressure and muscle resistance in the upper half of my body. There's an add-on for this one. This add-on isn't quite as discreet because it's called fish face, but it is really beneficial because we're getting that oral motor input and we're getting calming input to the mouth and jaw. So what you're doing is you're sucking in. So if I show you, so yeah, that one looks a bit silly, but it can really help some people. Now, giving yourself a hug, that's quite a nice one, and that can be different areas of the body, but really giving yourself a hug. If you have something to pull, then like the arm of a jumper or a tea towel, but I mean in class it's more like to be your jumper. So if you imagine just pulling, so we've talked about pushing, but also that pulling. So yeah, that pulling can be helpful. And the last thing I'm going to mention today is acupressure points. Now this isn't something I know lots about, but I do know that it's been helpful for quite a lot of young people I work with. So there's some key pressure points. So there's one here that you can massage. There's one here, this fleshy part in between the thumb and the first finger. And there's another pressure point here. So what I suggest is if they feel helpful to your child, then acupressure points is something you could look into further. Hope that's helpful. Bye for now.